Who else we got over there? Saudi Arabia. Anybody trust these cats? You know, one of my dearest friends in the world is from Saudi Arabia, but I think the Saud royal family has turned that place into the hypotenuse in an asshole triangle with Iraq and Iran. They're just a bunch of transparent suck-ups. They're like the Eddie Haskell of the Mideast. Gee, you look beautiful this morning, President Cleaver. Israel versus the Palestinians, is this one fixable? Probably not. I might be out here in the cheap seats of the diaspora, but from where I'm sitting, it looks completely unsolvable. I mean, is it possible to miss the point any more than having the shootout at Christ's manger? Does that not send up a big red flag when you find yourself doing that Starsky and Hutch shoulder roll behind the frankincense decanter that the Magi have left behind? Is this the gunfight at the Oy Vey Corral? You know, I find Yasser Arafat to be an enigma. Ostensibly, he's one of the world's most dangerous men, yet it would appear at any given moment, if he wishes to do so, Ariel Sharon can give him a timeout. Young man, you go to what's left of your room in Ramallah right now. My wife helped me with that joke. I was saying grounded. She said, honey, that's ancient terminology. It's timeout, so thank you, baby, for the help. You know, other than the bombs they strap to their chest, I have absolutely no idea what makes the Palestinians tick. I do know that a lot of them are killing themselves. They all want to get ahead to the lightning round, and I was thinking, what is that about? It must have something to do with the 72 virgins that they're promised in the next life. And you know something? That might sound good, but is that really that good a proposition? 7 or 8 virgins, yeah, it's probably fun. You get around 10 virgins in, I'm thinking you're going to want a pro. You know, I like the befuddled thing as much as the next guy up front. Somewhere during the evening, I want a finger jammed up my ass. My wife did not help me with that joke. What can we do to placate the Palestinians? How can we ameliorate the situation over there? Is there a historical precedent for a group of people who feel they've been jobbed of their land by a Johnny-come-lately? I, in the strictest Swiftian sense of the word, have a modest proposal. I'm not saying it'll work, but nothing else seems to have worked. I say that we give the Palestinians the casinos because, seems to have cooled the Indians out. You know, they're already pre-named, the Sands, the Dunes, the Desert Inn. Who else we got over there? Afghanistan remains the demented moonscape it's always been. Topographically speaking, it makes your cat's litter box look like Monet's garden at Giverny. My favorite Afghanistan war story is the Al-Qaeda fighter who was crushed to death by the descending humanitarian food pallet. Oh, sweet irony. Everybody's sitting around in the next life at the psycho Algonquin kicking it around. What happened to you, Khalid? I saw a shadow, looked up, Del Monte Klingpink just coming right in my head. Unbelievable. Silly me, I rushed out of the hovel that morning. I didn't even have my Kevlar turban on. I think these people hate us because of our architecture. Every time I see Afghanistan on TV, there are like 4 walls left in the country. All of them have bad despot du jour Dirk Diggler portraits on them. Conversely, they see our walls. Every wall we have has an ATM machine in it. Our walls literally shit money. Which brings us to Iraq. Now, I'll say this about Iraq. They're old school insane. they have decided to steer into the crazy skid. And that's why they're the Vegas odds-on favorite to next be shit-hammered. I view Iraq as East Korea because I think this war is to get the attention of North Korea. I think this is solely for the edification of Kim Jong-il and his Kim Jong-ilk. It's sort of like a shoot-your-cuffs war. I think that sand and heat make glass, and when we're done with Iraq, it should look like Superman's dad's apartment on Krypton. You know. Then you look over at North Korea, you go, hey man, you really want a piece of this motherfucker?